Hey, what is going on, ladies and the gentlemen? My name is Corbett, and I will be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to the true episode 6 of our England Anglophile achievement run here, where this time I have a microphone, surprising because last episode was a giant problem because of that. I don't know what happened, to be honest with you, but let's just move that past us out of the way. We can't recover the audio on that footage, so that's just what it is. Anyways, I do owe you a couple of explanations as to what happened last time. So we passed about 8 years out of our, I think it was a 14-year truce here, so we still have 6 years on the truce with France. We're fighting Burgundy because what I wanted was humiliate rival here, and Burgundy was also attacking France, so I figured if we attack Burgundy, we can also help to defend France against Burgundy, who would take a lot of the land. An extra bonus, if we don't manage to get the humiliate rival, would be to force the inheritance, which would give France more land, and enforcing that inheritance would, just give us more land anyway, because we'll take France. Basically, we want to push the inheritance along a little bit further, because it's not going to happen naturally here. So, if it does happen, that's great. If it doesn't happen, and we only get humiliate, then whatever. Anyways, that's sort of the current affairs right now. We're fighting Burgundy and approximately less than 30,000 men here. And we're actually at the very bottom of our manpower limit. Now comes the time for our second idea group. I was thinking exploration. It's roughly about that time where... Oh, a little whale here. Okay. After taking over France as a PU, we're going to try and invade Denmark / the whole Kalmar Union over here. To grab Iceland. Iceland's going to give us access to Greenland and Greenland to Canada, and we can start colonizing. which we're gonna want to have because we're going to assume at this point that either Castile or Portugal will have started colonizing. So they're probably going to get institution, colonialism. That's kind of important. The only way we can really get it is having our own colonial nation, which we'll want to get started on. So we're going to go ahead with exploration as our second idea group. However much of a shame that is, it is what it is, really. Looks like Burgundy's running away now. We're having a couple of French separatist issues as well. We also don't have any professionalism, so we can't recover. Oh, well, speak of the devil. Damn, that is crazy. Okay. Well, once we get enough professionalism by drilling slightly later on, we can use that. We can definitely use that. Now, we're not actually going to be taking any, what do you call it? We're not going to be taking any land in this war. It's strictly a humiliate war. And maybe money. In fact, we can get a lot of money out of this. I would like to take their capital, but if it becomes too much of a problem for us, like we just don't have enough manpower or something like that, then I'll definitely, like, abstain from that. I would like to get this fort, though, which would be a massive bonus for us. And a couple more, victories under our belt should be nice as well. Yeah, the French are going to be a bit of a problem. We'll go back over here. Please give me this siege. Nope, next time. Okay. Hopefully next time. We don't actually know. There we go. That's done. The capital will not take very long to siege. Now Burgundy is actually getting noble rebels as well, which is good for us. Very good for us. Burgundy would like peace. Is that likely? It might be. Humiliate and 189 ducats. But if we last long enough, we can take their capital, which is the main goal here. Which would be even better. So we'll see. France and Burgundy actually peaced out. Fortunately, I don't think anything was taken from France, which is the better part of what's going on here. I'm gonna try my best to go and protect this siege, actually. Protect against this siege. Is there going to be a crossing here? Nope, okay. Good, because we have no maneuver, so... it is in farmlands as well, giving us no disadvantage, which is good. There we go. Here goes that battle. We'll actually consolidate. If we got 7%, that would be crazy, but absolutely not. Okay, should we go over here to fight the Swiss? Maybe. Well, they're only at a 0%. It's not like they're threatening right now. Navarra, Naples, okay, all that's over. I'll allow friendlies to attach, actually. I would very much like to get this siege before they take that, but... Oh, beautiful. Okay, that is exactly what I want. Money, war reps, humiliate, beautiful. That is absolutely everything I want here. Now, the only problem is we might not be able to force the inheritance, but we're kind of out of time for this. Pretty much. Do we have... How much extra war score do we have against this? A little bit. We can get them to annul their alliance with Switzerland. Or to cancel absolutely nothing, actually. So yeah, do that, and that's okay with me. Actually, can we get... No, we can't. Separate peace out Switzerland. Okay, that's good. That's fine with me. Full money, full war reps, humiliate is fine. Okay, brilliant. That gives me my next age goal. Now, the first age goal I took was aggressive expansion, obviously. That's the best one we could have taken. Since we're going to be trying to own France in the near future. And by near, it might actually be a very long time. Another thing I did was I took an Improved Relations guy. The Improved Relations guy will allow us to, what do you call it? He gets rid of aggressive expansion, I think slightly faster. Which is nice. we're gonna need a lot of aggressive expansion buffs here. Oh, shoot. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. You're probably not gonna go back into Valois, but if you are, I'm gonna move you here. If you aren't going back into Valois, I'll move you, this guy here. Okay, now they are. But we did get this 3-star general from the jousting tournament, which happened last episode too. God, so many things that were lost with that audio. It's kind of depressing, but of course we just keep on moving forward. Alright then. One of the other things we could do was improve these, which I wanted to do. Create a bunch of emporiums here and there. And that'll bring us over to have 4 things, which is nice. The only other thing we could do in the same age would probably be Discover America. Probably. So bring you into Lubeck. We'll bring you back home. You guys will be assigned, and you will be on slightly damaged. Over here, we definitely want to improve our manpower again. And to do that, what we're going to do is probably spam out a bit more professionalism in the meantime. Just a wee bit more. I don't want any of those rebels to actually be even remotely close to me. I don't like those. I'm just gonna, you know, shuffle away a little bit. Conquest against Aragon. Ooh boy. This Aragon. So you're fighting Castile and Portugal. You'll be fighting Aragon, Navarra, Naples, and Lucca. I don't think I'm gonna be doing much in this war. That's gonna be slightly annoying, but you know what? Ooh, that is kind of annoying, because we kind of wanted Castile to be with us against France. Okay, alright. Okay. We still need Castile. So I'm gonna pull a bit of a fast one here. I'm just gonna move my troops over and pay no attention whatsoever to this war. I don't want to lose more manpower. And I need my allies to be strong too, but they're just being annoying, so I don't know. The theory goes, without me, Portugal and Castile maybe should be fine by themselves. That's probably why they did the invasion in the first place. Because they felt confident. Probably they felt more confident with me than without me, but I'm just not going to do anything, so... Take that, Iberians, I guess. Let me at least get a couple of claims. I think I get claims anyway, but I'm taking them just in case. Give me that last claim. Yeah, this is the superior claim, thank you. Get rid of this because it doesn't matter. Let's try and be better friends with everyone again. Alright then, so while we're sitting here waiting for this war that I'm going to participate like 0% in, let me explain what my plan was while maybe having music on. There we go. I didn't hear anything, so... but yeah, essentially, because of the monumental oof of, I guess what would be 2 episodes, but is really last episode, instead what's gonna happen is, once this truce is over with, alright, which is going to be in 4 years, we're going to, I think, enforce a white peace. Another thing we could do, but I have to be, you know, I have to figure it out a little bit more, is, I've heard at least, right, once you take this one, once you get the PU, you know, the, casus belli, you might be able to enforce it in the same war. Don't quote me on that one, it seems exceedingly unlikely, in my opinion at least. There just seems like there's no possible way. It makes no sense for that, but if it is true, that's fantastic. If it isn't, then it's exactly what I thought it was. I don't know, I'm just saying, it's a little bit fishy. Just a little bit. But I'm still willing to explore the idea. And even if it were possible, we have a couple more problems, and it's currently named Aggressive Expansion. See, we have a lot of that still. Some of that's from taking Paris, which in of itself was also a bit of a giant oof. But yeah, this new strategy, this, you know, makeup strategy for being not bad, Should help us quite a little bit. As well as having the Curia controller, which I just put a couple of extra points in to try and get. Good thing we did get it. That was not scripted, by the way. It was just lucky. It'll give us even more aggressive expansion, impact decrease. That should maybe make a PU, oh, I don't know, worth at most 50 aggressive expansion. I think that's a bit of an overreach, bit of an overstep there, but just in case, I want to be safe, of course. Let me get that technology cost decrease. Let me get that quest for the New World started. And I might want to split off a couple of lights, but not right now, we're at war. Well, no, we're pretty much safe from boats. Yeah, let me do that, actually. We do have room for one more, so I might as well, right? Yeah, let's get started on another mission tree. Let's... Yeah, right, I need to cancel a mission. Split off 3 of these guys. Curia Explorer. Bring you back home. You guys continue on your mission to protect trade in Lübeck. Alright, beautiful. No problemo. These guys are regaining their morale so we can fight over here. In fact, let's start moving a couple of the ships over. A couple of the troops over, not ships. Because we're going to surprise them in Caen. We're going to move slightly and just try and scare them off a little bit. It looks like Castile's actually doing our job for us. Well, thank you, Castile. I don't want to have to lift a single finger here. Okay, let's start moving. You guys, I want you to explore in the Caribbean Sea. Wow, that was... apparently I can already go to the Caribbean, interestingly enough. Let me also throw a couple more points into being next Pope guy. I don't care about anything else except for being Pope guy right now. The Pope man. Other than that... yeah, okay. So after the PU with France is when we discard Castile. Castile, of course, we need Gibraltar from to continue on with. But Gibraltar's like, it's an kind of thing. We can't move on with it either. We'll take Gibraltar, it'll increase our reach, and then, I don't know, we get down to seize Alexandria, but that requires the Reformation anyway, so that's the thing. We need to become Anglican to actually go down here. But that would help us a little bit. Get Mediterranean authorities, just getting a couple islands here and there. Which will be nice. So now we have some manpower, not much manpower, but enough manpower to maybe fight another war. Oh, and there we go, finally we got a victory on something I started last episode, which was a parliament debate. Manpower, recovery, speed, and stability. Which is great. 2 of the best things I could get right now. Especially that manpower, recovery, speed. Now alternatively, I could also just hire a bunch of mercs because we're filthy rich. That's true. But that's sort of a last-ditch effort thing. If I just don't get an ally, then I'll use my funds to fight France with. I prefer not to, because I can use my my money on a lot better things than mercs, and I'd prefer to, even. Speaking of which, we have new buildings to make. There's a tax, production, that's a big yes. Trade, manufactories we can't quite create. Yeah, I'll create a couple more of those, sure, why not? Alright, manpower exists again to some degree, which is great. You guys are probably going to be done your war soon-ish after you're done sieging down Lucca, I'll assume, maybe. No, Portugal with those 8D chess strats. Damn, that was nice. That was nice to look at. Alright, well, we still have a little bit of time until the next France war. Oh, really? Thanks, game. Really needed that right now. That's alright. We have a pretty decent pool of manpower to fight the next war with. These guys are not very happy at all. 5 influence or the equivalent of 300 Diplo. That is a tough one. I'm almost willing to give this up, actually. Almost. I don't know if I really am. The burgers are at like a plus 45 streak for some reason. They just gotten so many things, it's crazy. It's time to decrease some of that. It hurts a lot to do that, but really I can't afford to have them upset for 20 years, so... So spend a couple points like this here and there, just so we don't waste any. My Admiral's actually dead, that sucks. Let me get a new one for over here. He unfortunately has no maneuver, so he's useless being on that merchant fleet, but whatever. I'm just going to wait for Castile to be done here. Fighting the next war against France should actually be the easiest thing I've done in my life at this point. Because if we want to scroll down a bit, you see France has 36,000 manpower. You know, it's not bad. Not bad. 17,000 troops. Let me check their score, though. Let me go by score comparison. Type in France. Yeah, that is approximately, what is that, 11 loans they have? Yikes. Also I'm on caps for some reason. Yeah, rest in peace France, essentially. Rest in peace Burgundy, too. They don't seem to be having very much fun. Yikes. I don't know if we'll see a Burgundian inheritance. If we do, that's great. I can take one of their cores that'll still exist here and reconquest Burgundy for myself. And if they stay alive, then I guess it's also free conquest for myself. I don't know. Either way, I'm kind of indifferent about it. It'd be neat, but it's not necessary. Workshops are done. I guess I'm really just waiting for this war to be finished. I don't have my own ambitions to start yet. Unless I want to build a larger navy. Do I? No, I don't. I'm above my limit anyway. How about cannons? I really want one cannon on each. That's called a value cannon, if you're wondering. That's something that does exist. We have Gwynedd over here. This one. Which we're going to put on taxation. There we go. Forward to glory. Oh, morale of armies. That is disgustingly powerful. For the low, low price of my soul, it looks like. Sure, let's go for it. Alright then, 360, getting 9 a month. If we do some quick math here, starting at 400. Oh, I'm not very good at quick math right now, to be honest with you. But let's discover the Caribbean. Start off with that. Yeah. I see you over there, Portugal. We're close to being able to bump that up to 10 a month, which makes things so much easier to calculate. So much easier to calculate. Okay, thank you for the workshops. We should very quickly be able to... Please explore one thing. Just one. Ah, beautiful. And there's the Americas. Alright, we're doing well so far. We're doing okay. As for the other things here, we definitely want to... Do we want a full width? We at least want something like that. At least something like that. Alright, Castile, please finish your war and we'll be completely done and happy with ourselves. Right? Right? All you need to do is grab Lucca. Please grab Lucca. In the next 2 years, I need you to be fit and ready to fight. Right? I have the odd feeling that they won't be. Well, let's check Austria. At the end of this, Austria is not willing to accept. Yes, they are. I lied. They are very much willing to accept. Great. You can't do anything, Navarra, so that doesn't matter. Other than that, we have Castile, who after their war would be willing to accept. Okay, good. Let's also go and grab our next exploration, which would be... Let's keep going in North America. We want to discover the American coast, I believe, which will give us this. So, anywhere in the Caribbean, anywhere in America gives us this, which is settler chance. Since we don't have any colonies yet, that doesn't actually do anything, but don't tell us that, that's fine. Alright then. We also have the one extra diplomat from being the Pope man, so slap that down on another outraged country. If anything, I'm also curious, rather curious, who does the Pope hate? Let's play that game today. Does the Pope hate me? No, they don't. Very good. They hate Provence and Savoy. Savoy, we could... they're already gone. And you I can also excommunicate, which would kind of be really, really rude of me. But I'm kind of willing to do it at the same time. I don't know. It's a tough decision we have to make here. Now, my other rivals, I kind of forgot who they were. France, Burgundy, and apparently Muscovy. Or Aragon, depending on how you look at it. Well, I guess the Pope kind of likes everyone, so I can't really do much about that. Victory in the conquest of blah blah blah. Great. So you got Lucca. Please finish your war here so that I don't have to be a part of it any longer. But you know, on the bright side, there is one good thing out of this. We're getting a lot of money, and we're regaining our manpower. Despite the fact I could be using mercs, but we're gonna ignore that part for now. Our current best width would be, I think it's 25 right now? I think so. 24. Oh, okay. So to get 24 would just be 2 more troops on each of these. Not that we really need one, but that's fine. Now there's a Habsburg on the... Oh, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable in multiple different ways. A Habsburg king on the Castilian throne without an heir. No thank you. I don't want any part of that. There we go. You discovered the East American Sea. Let's discover the East American coast. We're very quickly still pretty much slamming out all these innovative ideas, which is nice. Very, very nice. More military power. We could slap a little bit of that into the next tech, but I don't think that's really worth it. Let's keep boosting ourselves up here. There is another achievement, yeah, I know, believe it or not, that I'm kind of aiming for, which is to get all of the England areas over here to 25 or higher development. Which would be kind of nice. It would be nice, I'm gonna admit. Charles de Valois, okay. You don't have an heir. I'm curious as to what happens then. Probably... Wait, what is that? Sirexena? Are there no other de Valois? No, D'Este. Oh, there are no other de Valois. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. We can grab 1 extra per. And we're pretty much at perfect composition anyway. American East Coast has been discovered. Very nice. Let's bring ourselves over to... discovering Europe, North Atlantic over here. Which is not very much of, but it's there at least. There's also Scotland just sitting on their little island. Yeah, okay, so having a march would be completely useless. I'm glad I didn't turn Scotland into a march. That would be the most useless thing I'd ever do in my entire life. Oh boy. Okay, what is this truce over? 87? Excuse me, that doesn't sound right. I thought it was 86. Am I going insane? No. I swear I'm not going insane, but that is my timer going off. Okay. So as for all the mixed, kind of good, kind of weird stuff that happened today, I can say with absolute certainty that next episode will be the second war with France, whether that becomes, you know, literally the personal union, or if it becomes a white peace very quickly followed by another war in the next, like, 2 years or something. Or 5. I don't exactly remember how long a white peace lasts. I believe it's 2 years. Anyways. Whether or not that's really the case, we'll have to see. Anyways, this is Corbett signing off with an actual microphone this time. And as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a shout out to the following $1 patrons, Quiet Guy, and an extra special shout out to the $20 patron, Chewy. You guys are doing an amazing job helping me move the channel forward, and I can't possibly thank you enough.